Right, so it's 2023 and you're still masturbating. You're still playing with your knob. You're still touching yourself. Like, bro, get a grip. Come on, literally. If you are struggling with this still and you don't understand what it is that I'm talking about in this video in a minute, because I'm going to explain to you why this makes you feminine, why this will make you submissive in all areas of your life, especially with women and especially in the bedroom. And this is not something you want. So if you are still struggling with this is not a video helping you to get over NoFap, because I've made those a million times before. Go and check them out, scroll down and watch my NoFap full guide. It will literally save your life and you'll never relapse again if you implement what it is that I tell you. With that being said, masturbation and porn are making you feminine and submissive, okay? And some guys ask me, is it okay to masturbate if I don't watch porn? Is it okay to masturbate if I use my imagination? Listen, you can do whatever you want, right? It still has the same effect. It's still making you submissive. It's still making you feminine. And the reason for it is, think about it in the animal kingdom, right? The alpha of the fucking tribe or whatever, the alpha of the group, of the pack. When he's horny, when he wants to fuck, what does he do? He just goes and finds a mate. He gets himself out there. He doesn't sit there wanking himself off, right? The alpha gorilla doesn't sit there fucking having a Thomas the Tank over some porn. He just doesn't do that, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you need to train your mind to stop being so submissive and what's the word I'm looking for? Sought after for an orgasm, right? Because what you're doing when you're watching porn is you're training yourself to the end goal of the sexual act is to orgasm, is for pleasure, is your own pleasure, to ejaculate. That's what you're training yourself to do. So naturally then when you get into the bedroom, you're going to not only come very quickly, because that's all you're used to. You're in this masturbatory wanker mindset. So you're not going to last very long in the bedroom, which is just not very good for you or your partner. But also it just makes you very submissive and feminine to the world. Because when you're watching porn, you're submitting yourself to your own desires, your own pleasure. Rather than going in there and dominating the woman and enjoying the situation and making her yours. Making her pussy belong to you. Making sure that she never goes anywhere, because she's not going to find that anywhere else. And I know it's vulgar for me to talk about whatever, but you listen, you're my little bro. I can't have you sat there wanking yourself off. Get a fucking grip. You're probably a grown man now as well. Come on, bruv. Now, all right. What you must understand is your nervous system cannot tell the difference, right? Your body cannot tell the difference between a real life sexual act and your imagination / porn. So if you're watching porn, if you're imagining, sat there wanking yourself off, imagining something, your body doesn't understand that it's not actually happening, right? Your nervous system thinks this is happening, we're having sex. But the smart part of your brain, right, the prefrontal cortex, I believe it's called, the conscious part that understands what it is that you're doing, knows that, right, we're just sat by ourselves. Okay, we're releasing prolactin after an ejaculation, after an orgasm, by ourselves. There's no one else there to share this chemical with. Therefore, we must be lonely. We're a fucking loser. That's why you don't feel confident in yourself, right? Again, the alpha chimp doesn't just sit there wanking himself off. I need to lower my voice, but I don't know why I'm shouting this in the middle of the part. The alpha chimp doesn't wank. I need to calm down, bro. I'm gonna get myself fucking arrested or some shit. The weird man in the woods. Fucking, what is he talking about? But yeah, do you understand my point? So this is making you feminine because it's maybe not feminine. In a sense, yeah, it is feminine. You're being submissive. You're surrendering to your desires. You're surrendering to your woman in the bedroom rather than you going in there and just dominating her. Because you've trained your mind to only chase after orgasm, only chase after pleasure, only chase after the end goal. So you're not going to last very long, are you? And you're going to be just timid, surrendering to the world rather than dominating it, rather than conquering the world. You know, you as a man, as a masculine man, must have this desire to conquer. That's what gives us fulfillment as men, right? That's what gives us fulfillment. That's why we, you know, in the animal kingdom, that's why conquering your kingdom, becoming the alpha, that's why it's so fulfilling. And you can transfer that over into the real world as well. That's why, you know, football, a lot of men love football, a lot of sports, boxing, right? Violence, war. It's all about conquering something. It's about overcoming some sort of adversity, coming out on the other side as the victor. And you must do that in all areas of life, especially in the bedroom. Conquer your woman. Make her yours. Go in there and dominate her. Don't be going in there thinking, oh, I'm gonna ejaculate today. I'm gonna have an orgasm. Oh my God! Like you're going in there focusing on the pleasure. No one's enjoying that. You're not, because it's over in 2 seconds and you're like, I'm embarrassed. She's not enjoying it because you can't satisfy her. Go in there and think, right, I want to dominate her. I want to conquer this woman, so to speak, like conquer. Like, you know what I mean? Don't go in there thinking, right, being a weirdo about it, but just having this masculine mindset of like, right, when I feel horny, instead of sitting there and submitting to my desires and just watching porn and surrendering to my pleasure with women, instead, I'll be the one to conquer the women. I'll be the one to conquer my own desires by controlling it, by using the videos that I've spoke about, scrolling down and finding them, implementing the tactics that I've talked to you about, or coming and coaching with me. If there's something you're struggling with on a one-to-one level, you can't really talk about this kind of stuff with your dad or maybe your big brother. Maybe you could, but some guys just don't have that. And if that's you, if you don't have someone to talk to about this personal shit like this, and you are struggling with it, the coaching's down there. Come and talk to me, bro, and I'll sort you out. I'll literally save your life. You will not struggle with this shit ever again. You will master it. All this no-fap semen retention bullshit that you see, the stuff that they teach you is so superficial, is so just bare basic that you're never going to get anywhere. You need to understand the deeper layers to this shit and your urges and your sexual energy and the way that this stuff works. So when you feel horny, when you feel those urges, just remind yourself of the alpha chimp. What would he do? You want to be the alpha, you want to be the alpha male. What would he do? Would he sit there and wank? No, he wouldn't. So fucking get yourself out there into the real world. Stop using Tinder. Get off Instagram. Go and find some girls in the real world and get it that way. Get your release that way. Conquer that. Conquer that desire by getting it in the real world. Do you understand? And again, if you are masturbating, fucking hell, bro. If you are masturbating regularly, this is mine, bro. I conquered this tree. It's my shit now. If you are masturbating regularly, if you are watching porn regularly, right, threw me completely off thought. I've lost my train of thought. You're going to make yourself feminine to the world. You're going to give up at the slightest bit of discomfort when you're embarking on a new journey. You go to the gym and it starts getting a bit hard. Oh, instead of pushing yourself to failure, I'll just give up. Oh, that's enough for me. You're going to find yourself just being a bitch. You'll start thinking like a bitch. And you don't want that. You don't want to be a bitch, do you? So, and it all comes down to this. It really is. You master your sexual urges. You master your sexual energy. You master the fucking world. You really do. And it's the mindset, it's the masculine mindset that you're putting behind yourself. Rather than giving into your sexual urges every time you feel horny, you control them and you conquer them by going out into the real world and finding yourself a mate, finding yourself a female to get that from, right? That's what they're there for, bro. Go and have fun. It's not fun sitting there by yourself, tossing yourself off. It's fucking boring, bro. It's 2 seconds of pleasure and it's done. Like, come on, man. So just keep that in mind. This shit will make you feminine, it'll make you submissive. And if you find that you are quite a shy, timid, reserved, weak man, or boy even, you're not even a man yet, then you've got to cut this habit out. This is the main thing you must cut out. Once you do this, everything else will fall into place. And you know this already. You know the power of your sexual energy. You know the power of having a mindset of like, right, I'm just going to conquer shit. I'm just going to conquer the world. Rather than submitting to the world, I'm going to conquer it. Yeah, penetrate the world, as David Dida would say in Superior Man. Penetrate the fucking world and ravish your woman. Rather than just lying on the fucking bed. Or just focusing on pleasure. Go in there and just dominate her. Show her a good time. Fucking literally just ravish your woman like an animal. They fucking love it. They want to surrender to you. That's why I say it's feminine. Because feminine women, right, with a lot of feminine energy, love to surrender to your masculine essence. They want to be dominated. This is why a lot of females have rape fantasies. I know it's quite weird to talk about, and a lot of men might have rape fantasies too, but on the other end of it, this fantasy, it cultivates itself through an unfulfilled desire. If you were getting the sex that you should be getting, you wouldn't have these weird fantasies like this. Okay, men naturally we want to conquer. Masculine men, if you've not been conditioned by society, you've not been conditioned through the feminine media, and you are at your core a masculine man, you will find that what turns you on the most is conquering your woman, making her legs fucking shake, making her feel like, yeah, I've just dominated this girl. Her pussy belongs to me. She's not going nowhere. That will make you feel like a man. That will turn you on the most. And vice versa for the women. They want to surrender to you. They want to surrender to your love, surrender to your dominance. They want to surrender to your masculine essence. They want to submit to you. They want to feel conquered. It's the opposite. Okay? And that's for feminine women. Again, it can be weird because some females can be conditioned to be masculine and they don't really know what they want, and that's when it becomes a mind fuck. But that's a different video. With that being said, bro, just keep this in mind. If you are shy, if you're timid, if you're feminine, and you're a man, And you don't want to be like this anymore. You want to be strong. You want to, you know, be able to conquer the fucking world and conquer the things that you put your mind to, conquer the goals that you put your mind to, rather than giving up and feeling like, oh, I just want to quit all the time. Why do I feel like this? Why do I not have any motivation or discipline? Because you sat at home wanking all day. Master your sexual energy. Watch the no-fap videos that I've made. Sort yourself out and keep this in mind. Because if you're wondering why, and then you're still masturbating, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? That is the main thing. That is the main reason why you are feminine, why you are shy, why you are weak, and why you get intimidated by other men. That's why, because you sit at home masturbating. You're submitting yourself to the world. You're surrendering to the world rather than conquering it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, coaching's down below. Come and learn from me. I will save your life. Take care. Look after yourself. Bow.